For the ancient Romans, food was a source of nutrition, pleasure, and profit. And though the average Roman would not have eaten a very diverse diet, and in fact depended on the generosity of the nobility and the government, the upper class would have commanded a booming commercial industry. Olive oils, condiments, wines were imported from abroad, as well as exotic animals, which were destined for tables and the amphitheaters alike. The ancient cattle market is one of the most interesting places in Rome, I think, for a discussion of ancient food commerce. It stretched from the lower slopes of the Capitoline Hill towards the Tiber River, and the banks of the river were trimmed with bustling commercial ports for the arrival of goods. Today, you need a bit of imagination to recreate this scene, as Mussolini's 20th century city planning has really disrupted the rediscovery of antiquity. The Via di Petrozelli and other roads more or less definitively covered large parts of the former cattle market and the adjacent fruit and vegetable market. But the destructions of the fascist era also uncovered buildings. Around the Church of San Nicola in Carcere, temple podiums were uncovered. And further on, flanking the Tiber River, the Temple of Hercules. And of course, Hercules was a critical part of the cattle market. The Romans claimed that he saved their cattle miraculously by slaying the nasty monster Cacus, who lived on the Palatine Hill. And so they venerated him with a marble temple, bronze statues, inscriptions. You can see Hercules in relief form on the cattle market's Arch of the Argentarii. This small arch is minuscule but important. Further along, the Roman Forum had informal places for food exchange. Just beyond the cattle market, the Circus Maximus was a half-mile circumference racing stadium where nearly 250,000 Romans would gather for the famous bread and circus ritual. People would watch chariot races and other public spectacles and be fed. Free tickets were supplied to the people, and in exchange for food, entertainment, and this sense of grandeur, Romans were able to be suppressed and manipulated for hundreds of years. The concept, if you keep people full and entertained, they will follow you, was perhaps not invented by the Romans, but it may have been perfected by them. Rome's urban development and cultural history are inextricably linked, and the city's ancient monuments must be viewed using food as a lens in order to be fully appreciated. So the next time you stroll through the ancient livestock market, the Roman Forum, or the Circus Maximus, consider the role that food played in influencing their development, location, purpose, and design.